Check, 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 check. What's happening? Good fucking afternoon, everybody. Always, first and foremost, want to start out with giving positive energy, good vibes to everybody, man. I got my window open because it's just fucking beautiful in Minnesota right now. It's almost 70 degrees and sunny. Just got back from seeing the fucking movie Godzilla versus Kong, and I don't want to give away any spoilers because the movie was actually really fucking good, man. I gotta give it up to him, man. On a scale from 1 to 10, I give it a solid 8. I'll give it a solid 8 just because the imagery in it and the way that they connected, these two titans and had them go at it, man. It was really cool, man. It was really enjoyable to watch, man. Kong was on a different level. Motherfucking Godzilla was on a different level, man. It was a really good fucking movie. I recommend it to anybody out there that wants to go fucking check the movie out, man. Go catch Godzilla versus Kong any time you can, man. It was a good ass movie. But first and foremost, man, gotta get to the bullshit. Not first and foremost. We already started the first one. Secondly, let's get to the bullshit because I don't know if some of you heard, but there was a man who decided to take his dumb ass to the Capitol, drive through the gates, and I believe hit 2 Capitol police officers and ended up killing one. As you can see, I'm going to read it off here. U.S. Capitol police officer dies after car rams security barrier. An attack at the U.S. Capitol complex in Washington, D.C. has left 1 police officer dead and another in hospital with injuries. Don't know if it's critical or not. Car crashed into a security barrier before the driver lunged towards the officers with a knife, police said. The officers opened fire and the suspect was shot dead. Authorities said the attack, which came 3 months after January's deadly Capitol riots, did not appear to be terrorism related. Acting Capitol Police Chief Yagananada Pittman. Oh, that's my last name. We might be related. We gonna call this nigga Yoga. So Yoga Pittman said it was with a very, very heavy heart that I announced one of our officers has succumbed to his injuries. So I guess this is the police officer who was killed during this shit. Please keep Officer Evans and his family in your thoughts and prayers. Billy Evans, William Evans, he was the Capitol officer who got killed during this incident, and yeah, so I mean that sums it up. They killed the driver, the person that did it immediately, and that was it, man. That's what the fuck happened. It was sad that it happened. It was fucked up, and it's unfortunate that this random act of violence happened. Why I'm talking about it is because of the reaction, which of course we knew was gonna come because it was learned that the driver was black. And this guy right here, Noah Green, that's who hold on, let me see if I can, this guy right here, Noah Green. This is the guy that was responsible for the random attack on the Capitol gates and the police officers who were in front. This is very, 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 very weird instance. I'm not gonna go down no conspiracy theories or no weird shit like that. But the thing that is really, really bothering me about the situation, other than the fact that this guy did some random weird shit for no reason, is that it gave white people the excuse to start using that as a way to to deflect what happened on January 6th when the whole insurrection shit happened. the whole, whatever you want to call them, right wing or conservative, whatever you want to fucking call them, they all decided they were going to deflect and put blame on Black Lives Matter, Antifa, fucking saying that these people really weren't Trump supporters. They didn't hold the values of Trump supporters, and basically just not taking accountability and not realizing that, yeah, these are the type of people who support that man. What they did was, not only did they ignore thousands of people who stormed the Capitol, they put so much on this one man, on this one black dude. What up, Jay? What up, JR? They went and found out, first of all, they found out who he was. They went and looked up his social media, and apparently he was a follower of the Nation of Islam. And it's weird because, like, on his fucking Facebook, like right under like his header or his picture, it says follower of Farrakhan, which is just, like I said, I'm not gonna go down any conspiracy roads. You can take it for however you want. It's just really fucking weird that like this happens and then like it's trending, right? And then they try to twist the narrative and say that like it's not trending anymore because it's a black guy and because this guy is a follower of Louis Farrakhan and Nation of Islam. Which is crazy because people think that like somehow, like, which is even funnier because you can tell that people have no idea what is even going on social media, because Farrakhan has been disabled from the platform Twitter and Facebook way before they did that shit to Donald Trump. He's been banned. So there's no so-called social media influence on his following. Also, let's not forget the fact that the person who you guys said didn't incite a riot, who they let get off for inciting a riot, was literally there on stage inciting a riot and literally told those people to go to the Capitol. I don't remember hearing anything about Louis Farrakhan telling anybody in the Nation of Islam to go down to the Capitol and do anything. I don't remember in any speeches from the past or present where Farrakhan said, hey, y'all need to go and do something down at the Capitol. There was no instructions. There was no speech. There was no, matter of fact, there wasn't multiple people. You can't find one person who follows Farrakhan or anybody in the Nation of Islam who said, hey, somebody needs to go down to the Capitol and do something about this. This was the most random, dumbass shit that just a random person did. And of course, they're going to be like, yeah, of course you're going to say that. Yeah, I know. I'm going to hear it from the motherfuckers that are clueless. But how the hell do you compare in any way? Why? Because a Capitol police officer died? So you're comparing thousands of people storming the Capitol and breaking in and fucking damn near taking motherfuckers hostages, talking about killing motherfuckers, the same as the motherfucker that just randomly fucking rammed through a fucking gate and got his ass popped. Didn't know. The only person involved in that Capitol riot that got killed was a lady that was in the building. Not nobody that was outside who just rammed and got through the fucking gates. No, this motherfucker was already in the building and about to go through another fucking doorway she wasn't supposed to. And the Capitol police officer who popped her was doing his job. Sorry. Just like they were doing their job when this guy ran through the fucking gate and stormed out and chased down somebody with a... First of all, this is why this motherfucker is so stupid, because why the fuck... What type of plan is that? You went to the Capitol to drive through the gates just to hop out with a knife. He wanted to die. This was somebody who wanted to die. He didn't, and for some reason, let's just say that his page was not modified by anybody else. He just decided to, hey, I'm going to put this in my header and say I'm a follower of Farrakhan just to have something for people to talk about after I die. Because like I said, I don't remember any speech. I don't remember anybody from the Nation of Islam, let alone Farrakhan, telling anybody who follows him, hey, you need to go down to the Capitol. You need to fucking go through the Capitol and storm that motherfucker. I don't remember that at all. So, yeah, it was a pure suicide mission. This guy did this just to do it. Hey, let me know if my fan is bothering the audio or not, or if you guys can like hear the fan, or if it's like annoying or some shit, because I'll turn it off. But I need it on because I'm about to roll up because we need to smoke a joint together. That's another reason why I got my window open. But anyway, I'm gonna show y'all, because Farrakhan has been trending on Twitter since this morning. Now, of course, the first person you see is Rudy Giuliani's old bitch ass. First of all, this is the nigga who was literally down there at that rally encouraging people to go down to the fucking Capitol the day that fucking insurrection happened. And on top of that, will be the motherfucker who literally said out of his mouth, trial by combat. This nigga said, oh, I just got on like 10 minutes ago. We good. This nigga literally said we need trial by combat. Do y'all remember that? No? Let me refresh y'all memories. Oh, sorry, I was watching Brilliant Idiots. I'm gonna refresh y'all memories, man. Let me show y'all something. Rudy Giuliani. How you spell this bitch ass nigga's last name? Trial by combat. That's all you got to type in on YouTube. Listen to this motherfucker.
Hello. Over the next 10 days, we get...
This is before they stormed the Capitol. This is the same man I'm about to show you a tweet from about the same one man who drove through the Capitol gates. Listen to what he said.
See the machines that are crooked, the ballots that are fraudulent, and if we're wrong, we will be made fools of. But if we're right, a lot of them will go to jail. So, let's have trial by combat. Let's have trial by combat. Let's have trial by combat. Let's have trial by combat.
Fast forward. Just 4 months later, we have Rudy Giuliani saying today there was an attack on D.C. The murder of one and the wounding of another D.C. police officer was by a follower of Dr. Louis Farrakhan. Will that result in lack of mainstream media attention? Let's watch and make our own judgment. So, first and foremost, he don't give a fuck about the police officers who died. The only thing he gave a fuck about was making sure he mentioned this name right here. That is the only important part of his entire tweet. Now, this is what white supremacy loves to do. When you create a narrative, it doesn't matter what the truth is. You can create the narrative and you can continue to have anybody who follows you or believes what you say to believe in that. Now, somebody who's dumb as shit, clearly anybody who follows this guy, and I don't know how many followers he has, but if you clearly see the numbers from his tweets, this guy does pretty well. So there's clearly enough people who follow him and pay attention to what he says for this to be something that people will actually be like, man, the Nation of Islam is attacking the Capitol. Like, people really believe in that shit. And he's starting the charge, as well as other dumb white motherfuckers. The man responsible, look at this. Why are we showing this? Where'd that fucking tweet go? Where'd that goddamn tweet go? Where the fuck did that tweet go? Let's look that up again. I need to find that tweet. There we go. The man responsible for the deadly Good Friday Capitol Hill attack was a devout follower of Louis Farrakhan in the black nationalist Nation of Islam group. Farrakhan has close ties to Democrat leaders. Will the media make sure they're made to answer for those links? Of course not. Why? How do you even did they even think about that before they even decided to jump on that train? No, they didn't, because they needed to desperately deflect from what the fuck happened on January 6th. And then on top of that, everybody loves to talk about how, oh, it's always black people screaming race using the race card. Look at what's happening. A black guy drove through the gates, killed a police officer, injured another one. And on his Facebook, it said follower of Farrakhan. They said, boom, this is the Nation of Islam, and Farrakhan is responsible for this. Not the guy who did that. Like I said, we're not talking about somebody inciting a riot or inciting anything else. We're talking about a person that woke up and decided, hey, I'm finna go and just get myself killed today. Because clearly that's what the fuck happened. You don't jam into the fucking Capitol solo dolo with a knife. You want to die. There was no mission in there. There was no any of that. This guy, I'm not even going to give any type of attention to, because he's the biggest the biggest coon clown of them all. The biggest coon clown. Look at this motherfucker, man. Look at his bottom lip. Still got white dick residue on it. This man has been eating Donald Trump's asshole for the last 4 years. And then some. I don't even want to give him the pleasure of having his voice heard on this platform. But we're going to show his bitch ass face. This was the kid in school who desperately wanted white people to like him. So he did all the goofy shit white people told him to do because he felt like it made him cool. Yeah, they love me. They support me. Yeah, I'm going to put this mayonnaise all over my face and my body and fucking slip and slide in my fucking white friend's kitchen while they fucking put poles in my ass. Yeah. I'm the cool black kid. That's this nigga. Motherfucker didn't say any of this when it came down to the fucking Capitol riots. But, matter of fact, I got something for you. Don't worry. Do not worry. We're gonna listen to something. Give me a second. Listen to what they have to say.
Two Capitol Police officers attacked in Washington, and one of them
I'll be
killed.
right back.
That news came down as we were on the phone with Congressman John Rutherford.
Oh, my God. The officer died?
The officer died.
Oh, no.
Now, investigators are figuring out why the driver of this blue car rammed into the officers, then got out with a knife. And we're to take you now live to the scene near the Capitol where that blue car still sits right now. The driver of that car was shot and killed. Just within the past 30 minutes, we've learned the identity of the Capitol Police officer who was killed today.
He was Officer William Billy Evans. He'd been a member of Capitol Police for 18 years. This is the second line of duty death since the January 6th riots. Our coverage of tonight's attack in Washington begins with Tarek Minor. And Tarek, Capitol Police just released a statement on Officer Evans.
I mean, it has been an extremely difficult year for the Capitol Police Department as a whole. It's also important to point out that it is Good Friday today. There was actually a church service going on nearby, and a pastor said as he was wrapping up service, he heard gunshots ring out. Here's what we know about Officer Evans. He began a service in March of 2003. He was a member of the First Responders Unit. The agency is asking everyone to keep his family in your prayers. The second officer injured is currently at the hospital. Investigators say the driver of this blue car crashed into the officers at the security checkpoint. The driver got out with a knife and started to run at the officers. The driver stabbed one of the officers, and that's when authorities opened fire, killing the driver. National Guard troops were already inside the Capitol. This is video of them walking through the hallway with their riot shields. The Capitol was on lockdown during all of this today. And this is video of them outside of the Capitol building following the attack. Investigators say there is not an ongoing threat, and this does not appear to be tied to the January 6th riots, and it's not terrorism. Now, you may recall also that
Look, man, they say it wasn't, whatever the case may be. We all know what the fuck it was. We know motherfuckers who are suicidal when we see them, especially when it's like that apparent. Like, I'm not saying you can call out somebody. Like, let me take that back. You can't assume when somebody's suicidal, but give him the circumstances and how he drove up in there and what he had on him. Oh, that man was suicidal. He went out there on a suicide mission, man. So you can't. There's no way you can blame the Nation of Islam, Farrakhan. Nobody incited that shit. That was a random act of violence. Somebody died from it. And that's fucked up. And they killed the guy. What more can you ask for? You still ain't hearing, like, I just heard about somebody a few days ago who just got arrested for storming the Capitol. Just now. And all them niggas was on video. And he had on a shirt that said, "I was there." Did y'all hear about that? Like, that's how cocky and how privileged motherfuckers is. Like, you storm the whole Capitol. You're being looked at as a borderline terrorist, and you got on the shirt that said, "I was there." These niggas don't give a fuck. But anyway, like I said, random act of violence. I don't believe at all for 100% that fucking the Nation of Islam or Farrakhan had nothing to do with this. There's no possible way. There's no reason. There's no logic to it. They just wanted to use an excuse, and they let that shit run crazy on the internet. And everybody's talking about it, but the only people talking about it are white people. But shout out to Tariq Nasheed, because he's been on their ass all day. The only person that really gives these people the attention that they want from black people, I guess. If I was him, I wouldn't even have entertained it on Twitter, just for the simple fact that there's no correlation or there's nothing that will match those two besides somebody putting it in their bio. So the next person who, like, there's been mass shootings where people have had MAGA shit or other shit that they supported in their shit, but nobody took accountability for it. On that side, they all called it a random act of violence, which is another reason why I think they're hopping on the train of Farrakhan so hard right now. But it's not going to stick. It's not going to land, and we're not going to worry about these motherfuckers. This nigga's crazy. Don't worry about this motherfucker. He's dead and gone now. Whatever the fuck his plan was is over with. Rest in peace to the Capitol officer that got killed. You know, he didn't deserve to die. You know, it's fuck the police, but I'm still a human. And that motherfucker wasn't doing shit that day, but just standing there chilling. So, yeah, it was wrong on all levels, and we can't support that shit, y'all. So let's just keep it. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. But anyway, I want to turn into this right here. This shit is what's been having my motherfucking wheels turn lately, nigga. What up, Teodora? Easy Speezy, Ben Slim, Marcus Speaks, man. All y'all motherfuckers in here, man. Thank y'all for pulling up on me, man. You know, we finna get into this shit because, man. This shit spun out of control. Now, if y'all heard about this situation, Michael Rapaport versus Kevin Durant. So apparently this stemmed from an interview that Kevin Durant had, that Michael Rapaport felt was disrespectful, I guess. And he decided he wanted to share his 2 cents, which he does anyway, which is I found out today. I had no idea. What do you say? Please tell me you saw the 3G's podcast from last night. It went borderline 5150. Uncle Jeff had to step in and calm shit down. What? What it do, kings and queens? What up, Dip Levine? What up, Coyote? Wait, what you talking about, Easy Speezy? That happened last night? Who all was at who all was watching the 3G's pod? I didn't see that, man. I was drinking and DJing on in the studio last night. I was getting drunk and high as motherfucker. What you talking about? Did that really happen? We'll get into that. I'm all paying attention to this shit. Hey, all right, let me get back to this shit because that's very interesting. I wanna check that out. But shout out to the 3G, shout out to Jeff, man, shout out to all of them, man. They some good brothers. But so anyway, there was an interview that Kevin Durant had that Michael Rapaport didn't like, and Michael Rapaport actually, and this is new news to me. I didn't know that there's a company that pays him to do these rants. So he gets paid to be on his Instagram and rant about shit because his rants go viral or semi-viral, whatever. So basically, he said, "What nothing happened now." We gonna check it out after I talk about this. We gonna check it out. So stay tuned. Stay your ass here. We gonna check that shit out. But he gets paid to rant. And for some reason, he decided he couldn't take the heat from somebody else. Michael Rapaport talks a lot of shit. And it's crazy because when you build a career off of talking shit, but can't be the type to really back that up or to really take the shit, it says a lot about your character and your motive. So he had Kevin Durant on here. His post says, "As most of you know, I receive threats and disgusting messages daily. But never in my wildest dreams did I think Kevin Durant will be among them. The snake himself is now threatening me, bringing up my wife and wants to fight. This is supposed to be America's sweetheart, right? KD didn't get hacked either. Hold this L, champ." Let's see what KD had to say. KD says, "You a bitch." Because there was a tweet that he that he sent to Michael Rapaport. He screenshotted it and he sent it to him because Michael Rapaport said KD seemed deeply in his feelings with the NBA on TNT crew after the game. Damn it, he's super sensitive about everything. Don't do the interview. So KD said, "You a bitch." Rapaport said, "Just do the fucking interview. And if you're upset about something they've said, say something. Up there looking like you were gonna cry and shit." Oh, okay. So you say that as a reply. He said, "I did the interview, you dickhead. Tell your baby daddy Chuck to be better at his job and frame his questions better. He gave me 2 options for that dumbass question, yes or no." And then this nigga Rapaport decided to tag KD in his story and say some shit about him. And KD responds, "I heard it all before, you cunt." Woo, damn. "Chuck doesn't need you as a security, you pale, pasty, cum guzzling bitch." Whoa! Kevin, "I swear I'ma spit in your face when I see you, dirty ass. Bet your life on it. Meet me on West 17th tomorrow at 10. Or better yet, what's your address? 10 a.m. at Catch Steak." He said, "Meet me at the Catch Steak, nigga, on the corner. Meet me there, pussy." This nigga KD wanted to throw hands. Rapaport said, "Go help the kids in Brownsville, Brooklyn, and stop being a fucking puzz." First of all, why would you tell this nigga to go help people in Brownsville, Brooklyn, and where are you from, Michael? How much money do you have, Michael? Last time I checked, you have millions of dollars, Michael. Why are you telling this other millionaire to go help kids in Brownsville? Why don't you go do that shit? But anyway, this nigga KD said, "You a bitch for even caring how I do an interview. All you do is cocksuck other men for attention. Trump didn't pay attention to your sorry ass, so now you want to use everybody else to get views and laughs. Your life is a joke, you fucking pale cocksucker." Whoo-wee. This nigga said, "Go get some sun. It's fucking with your brain, piece of shit." Damn. This is Kevin Durant. Rapaport said, go to Brownsville and help the people that need it, goofball. Once again, he had no this is a comedian. This is a person that gets paid to rant. He gets paid to talk shit. We're talking about this person, a comedian, a professional comedian who has made a life off comedy, not acting. I know he used to be in the movies and shit, but his comedy is what he's known for. He couldn't have a rebuttal for that because the smoke was too thick. Rapaport got shook. His tail went between his legs. This shit went left quick. Anyway, Durant said, you go do it, you clown. Good for you, but nobody gives a fuck. Suck a dick. Can't wait to tell you all this in person. Ha ha ha, you're such a bitch. You suing another man for talking shit about you. I can't wait to spit on your pussy ass. You called your lawyer like the pussy you are. Ha ha ha. You couldn't talk Portnoy talking shit. Defamation of character? He said, crying laughs. Pussy ass want to lawyer up. Your wife mad as fuck because you wasting that little bit of money on a lawyer because you can't take a joke. How pussy are you? Your wife doesn't even respect your bitch ass. God damn. KD, brother, KD. My nigga, KD. Was it really that? Look, the first, call him a bitch and all that other shit. Yeah, I mean, Rapaport, he can take that shit. He should be able to expect that when you talk shit about somebody. But this nigga KD was going in. Now, I mean, he went in so much that because of the bitch shit that Rapaport did, which was post these to the public, this nigga ended up getting fined by the NBA for $50,000. Now, it's KD. That's a slap on the wrist for him. $50,000 is probably something he spent in a day. His bills a month are probably well over $50,000. So, not that it hurt him, but it's still the fact that he was able to be fined for something that was private and brought to the public by somebody who is a paid ranter and a paid shit talker. She said word slapping, shots fired and bombs dropped. That white privilege and victimizing yourself kicked in. Yeah, he got scared. And KD definitely was ready to fight this motherfucker. See, now that's the thing. When you are somebody who, for one, it doesn't matter if you get paid to rant or not. If you talk shit on a regular basis and you talk shit about people, you have to expect that somebody is going to take it to another level. See, now, I shared my experience back in the day when I was in school and how a lot of the white kids in school, they talked a lot. It was like a lot of, like, that's basically where gossiping got its name from, was because people talk so much behind each other's back or just talk so much shit but never do shit. They didn't expect motherfuckers to pop up and just start punching people in the mouths for saying shit. That was me and my homies, me and my guys, me and my bros. We didn't talk much because if you had something disrespectful to say to us, you could expect the repercussions from that, especially if we didn't start shit, which was usually the case. Niggas was just living their life and doing the shit they wanted to do, but, jealousy was a big thing in high school for some reason. And motherfuckers will always have some shit to say. And we wouldn't be the ones to be like, yeah, let's say some shit back and hopefully the message get back to them. No, we'd go pull up and find motherfuckers. Hey, I heard you said this. Is it true? Yeah. All right. Just like that. It's as simple as that. I'm a new man these days. I like to talk shit out because I don't have time for that shit. I'll give two fucks about trying to act tough or nothing like that. That was an ego thing back in the day. Nowadays, I know how to just talk and fucking not give a fuck about certain shit that really isn't important to me in life. Much more things are more important. But that's basically what you have here. Michael Rapaport being the person that can dish it but not take it. Or just dish it and not expect people to feel a certain type of way or expect the repercussions to come from it. Now, he continued to try to eat off this situation, right? So after that, he posted this clip.
I don't need anything from you. You know, I don't need any tickets to the game. Steph was like, you need tickets. And I was like, nah, I'm good. KD got me, but maybe he's the real MVP. I think it could be a really lucrative friendship. When I come to the game, I want to get splinters in my shit. This is row 6. It says row 6. And then it's 16 rows behind other people. I was uncomfortable. Like, I haven't sat in a regular seat in 22 years, my man. I don't want any fucking big floppy Kevin Durant sneakers. Can I get some sneakers or something, like a jersey?
Yo, appreciate you coming out, yo, but don't come out here no more, bro. Yo, you asked for a lot of shit.
Matter of fact, I don't think you could really do anything for me, but I think I could do a lot for you.
Like, what can you do for me, though?
What's up, I'm Michael Rapaport.
And I'm Dean Collins.
Welcome to another edition of the Shame Game.
He said that's Ramsey from Higher Learning. See, he tried to post a clip and be like, oh, yeah, you know, Kevin Durant, you know, we used to be cool, but he let his insecurities get to him. Nah, man, you let fear get to you. You got scared this nigga was finna put hands and spit on you. So you had to go to the internet quick as fuck. Now look where this ended up. I'm gonna show you where this ended up. Watch where this ended up.
Yo,
this was posted yesterday.
With Durant has gotten out of hand. I feel bad about it. I feel bad about my involvement.
Oh, word?
In the situation. I feel bad that it's gotten this far. You know, I met him one time. It was cool, cordial. I'm a fan. I met him as a fan. And the funny thing is, he actually had reached out to me about doing something that I call on social media the shame game, about putting people who talk shit on social media on blast. That was actually the way we met. It's not the first time I've posted people's DMs. It's funny when people are saying anti-Semitic things about me, saying racist things about me, threatening me, and they're Joe Schmoes. Everybody loves it. But when it was Durant, you know, people got 400 opinions. I'm a rat. Fuck all that rat shit. You know, like I said, we met. He was cordial. And I hadn't seen him since, you know, but it was definitely cool. But I don't consider him a friend. The way he was talking to me is not like a person who was a friend. I don't speak to friends like that. I don't banter with friends, telling them, yo, when I see you, I'm going to spit in your face. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, cool. When you spit in my face, I'm going to switch around and spit in your face. That's not the way I banter. That's not the way I bullshit. That's not the way, that's not locker room talk. Those are threats.
Oh, how do you play? You get to talk shit and then hopefully nobody gets to react to it? Is that how you play around with your friends, Michael Rapaport?
They were made over and over and over. You know, it's been going on for months. And on Tuesday of this week, he caught me on a bad day.
Oh,
that being said, in my opinion, the whole situation got blown out of proportion. I don't premeditate or contrive.
His bad day consists of flexing white privilege. He knew what would happen if he released those fucking... He knew KD is in the NBA. Now, granted, there was little to nobody on his side after this happened. I mean, like, little to nobody. Everybody called him a bitch for doing this shit because there was no, like, we're talking about Michael. We're not talking about a fucking ESPN commentator. We're not talking about nobody that works for TNT. We're not talking about no Chuck. We're not talking about Shaq, Kenny. We're not even talking about Stephen A. We talking about Michael Rapaport, the nigga that gets paid to sit on Instagram and rant. He knew that once he released this, that there could be repercussions for the way that he used the language, because the NBA don't play that shit. It don't matter what's going on. At all times, when you sign that contract in the NBA, you sign a contract of your daily life, 24/7. You represent us. You represent the NBA at all times. It doesn't matter when you leave the building. It doesn't matter where you're traveling with your family on the off season. You represent us. And they have to remember that. And these niggas get fined for less. They get fined $50K for less. So the fact that Kevin Durant used that verbiage, I guess, that cost him $50K, which I said, really wasn't shit. But, Michael Rapaport knew it was coming from this. He said he's channeling his role in higher learning. I'm telling you, there must have been something that happened with him after that role, because when you play a fucking skinhead, like radical fucking racist, you got to go to certain lengths to like remind people that you're not that type of person, I guess. And I think that's where he gets his fucking his way of talking, his way of living, his way of, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know Michael Rapaport tries to play the role of how, he down. Michael Rapaport real down with everybody, and he's real into hip hop, and this nigga's a motherfucker, all this shit. But, sometimes people got to play that. Some people got to, put on that face so they can get away from who they feel like they might actually be. You know what I'm saying? It's and I'm not saying that people that play roles, that's like who they are, but motherfucker, you did play a skinhead. You can't get past that. And I realize that whenever he does interviews and when people talk to him about like his role in that movie, he doesn't really like to talk about it that much. And he does more deflecting, as far as like what I mean by deflecting is like he'll find a way to like talk about how he's not that type of person, or try to talk about what he does on a daily. Sorry, I'm rolling up. If y'all got some shit y'all need to roll up too, you already know it's GMS. So, motherfucker, if you ain't rolling up, I don't know what you're doing. Maybe he is channeling that inner higher learning spirit. He just mad because KD signed with New Jersey, because if he was a New York Knick, you would not have put it out. Nah, he wouldn't have. If he was a Knick, he would have never did that. That's a fact. Yeah, I don't understand what the approach was, though. I don't understand what the point of doing that shit was. Like, yo, KD. First of all, I will say I didn't expect that from KD. KD has like went in on a few people, and we all know KD got a few burner accounts and shit. But I wasn't expecting KD to go that hard. This man was saying all types of shit. Like, he must have known he was like gonna get. He must have known after the cunt he was gonna get. He was gonna get fined. So he just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna spit on you, motherfucker. When I see you," he just went in, man. But I don't co-sign none of that shit. And Michael what do y'all think, man? What do y'all? He said, Dip Levine said, white boys say all kinds of outlandish stuff amongst each other, so he can just drop that whole friend talking to him like that. He's not comfortable with a black man talking to him like that. No, that's really what it is. He tried to switch it up and talk about friends. Yo, you never were friends with this motherfucker. You did a few segments with Kevin Durant. Like, this is what people don't understand. Like, people use people in Hollywood. It's all a use thing. Oh, I'm going to do this video with you because I know it's going to get views. Or I know it's going to, because you're this person. You're notable. You're a notable person. I know it's going to work, right? You don't expect nobody to be your friend just because y'all did a few promo videos together. I don't even know why he brought up that friend shit. That was weird. He said, "Man, I can't roll up. I'm at work." It's all good here, man. That's even more of a great thing to fucking look forward to, man. As soon as you get off work, roll up and smoke that after work blunt joint, whatever the fuck you got. I'm gonna smoke this for you while you working, man. Hustle out, man. Anybody out there that is working right now or got a job, fucking hustling, whatever the fuck you doing, man, I support y'all in every single way. Drop one that includes bombs for KD. Should we listen to that? I don't know. No, I don't think he did a donkey today. Unless I'm missing something. But I don't know. Either way, this was not the way to go. And we not going to support this shit. Michael Rapaport, you need to tighten the fuck up, man. You get paid to do this shit. That's what I can't look past right now. I found that out yesterday. I couldn't look past it after I heard it. He said he gets paid to do rent. Where is this shit? I think it's right here.
Controlling the narrative. So many young athletes
listen to this.
Talk about controlling the narrative. Well, you guys have inspired me to control my own narrative. I just released a brand new banging, fully disruptive emergency. It's an emergency I Am Rapaport stereo podcast where I give an oral history of my relationship of Kevin Durant, how it started and how we got here. I read every single and all DM, the whole entire DM exchange, okay? I break down all the bullshit, plus part 2 of the Emergency I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast. I talk about the deplorables, the insurrectionists, okay? I talk about depositions, half-cooked, rigged depositions.
That's not it.
Yo, I haven't went this viral inadvertently since that Charlottesville video that I did.
Here we go. I think this is
And
it.
the company that I was working for, getting paid to do rants for, wouldn't put it up. Brand new banging,
There we go.
fully disrupt.
That's what it was. Here it is right here. Listen.
Yo,
again.
I haven't went this viral inadvertently since that Charlottesville video that I did. And the company that I was working for, getting paid to do rants for, wouldn't put it up. Brand new banging, fully disruptive, fully.
This nigga gets paid to rant. White people got it easy as fuck. They said, oh, this dude's good at talking shit. Let's pay him for that. You know how many niggas is good at talking shit? You know how many niggas have had to fight back tears because of niggas talking shit all day? Where is this company? We need resources. Where is this company at? Who does he work for? Who fucking employed this goddamn fucking bitch ass motherfucker who fucking post fucking private messages because he can't take it himself? Hitman said, you helped me get through the work shifts. Been watching since the Zoe video. Very underrated channel. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, Hitman. And I'm telling you, we steady growing. We continuing to grow every motherfucking day, man. And I meant to say this. I appreciate people for supporting, man. I had a goal last month during March. I had a goal in the top of March. I'm like, yo, I want to get to 700 subscribers. I had 619. I'm like, yo, let's get to 700. And literally March 31st, the last day of March, we hit 700. So I really appreciate y'all, man. I'm telling you, we're going to keep growing, man. I've been used to being underrated my whole life, man. From rapping to all that shit. My whole career here in Minnesota, motherfuckers has always overlooked me because I wasn't doing the shit that people wanted me to do. I was talking about what I wanted to. I wasn't trying to dress like everybody else. I didn't have no gimmick. I was just out here rapping. Trust me, I understand underrated, and that's why I like to get people in here who genuinely want to be here and don't be here on no bullshit, and y'all really keep me going every day and streaming every day, so I appreciate y'all a lot. Dip Levine, he was being malicious when he showed their private conversation because he knew he would have some type of backlash. Straight bitch move. Yeah, of course he did. Like I said, Kevin Durant is in the NBA. The NBA is ran by mostly old white people. They have agendas. They have programs that you have to follow by. Mainly because they need to continue to keep it family friendly. They have a business to run, and they feel like when they fine players $50,000 for using certain language, that it'll keep players from doing certain shit in public. Like I said, when you sign that contract, when you sign that NBA contract, you have to represent them at all times, 24/7. Doesn't matter where you at, doesn't matter where you going, doesn't matter if it's the season or the off season. You always have to represent the fucking league, which means when they tell you not to do something, don't do it. Especially when it comes to what language you use. Like, I was talking to my brother earlier, and you remember the player that's on the Heat. There was a Heat player who was streaming and playing Call of Duty or some shit, and he used a racial slur. It's a Jewish slur. And now he's not on the team. He's not on any team. He got kicked off the Heat. My man is in limbo right now. You can't do nothing. Like, you really can't do that type of shit. Like, Kevin Durant was literally one word away from getting kicked off whatever team he's on. Is he on the Nets? I'm sorry, I don't know what team KD is on. KD be moving like a motherfucking, like a single mom. But he played his white Jewish card. He definitely did. That's what I meant by he flexed his privilege. He knew there were consequences behind posting those messages. And he knew that Kevin Durant is a big enough player for it to get notoriety, which means somebody's going to pick it up. All the blogs are going to pick it up as soon as he posted, because people follow this nigga. Like he has a big following. There was no way that the blogs wasn't going to pick it up. But now, like I said, you see where it ended up. You see the fact that KD is motherfucking. I think, and this is my opinion, just like I said, I was watching Brilliant Idiots earlier, and I was just listening to their take on it. And I honestly believe the same thing. I was thinking about this shit before I even heard it. He didn't just lose 50 grand. He's going to end up losing a lot more money. And the reason is because it started with the NBA. The NBA said, we fined him $50,000 for the language he used. So if he has small endorsements or some shit like that, or even big endorsements who correspond with the feelings of the NBA, they're gonna fucking fine him as well. Not even if he doesn't get fined, he's gonna either lose endorsements or he's gonna lose out on endorsements or getting any type of other business with other people because of the language he used, I guess. So he's gonna lose more than just 50,000. He might end up losing millions off of this just because Rapaport and that's another reason why I feel like Michael Rapaport decided to go on here and make this apology video talking about it went further than he thought. Like, yeah, it did. And now I wouldn't blame KD at all for taking the charge if he walked up on this nigga and knocked his ass out. Yeah, because of cancel culture. Basically, he I don't know what. Let's see. What word could have got KD canceled? It's not bitch. It's not dickhead. Let's see. You pale pasty. Oh well, pale pasty, cum guzzling bitch. Well, I guess if there's some sensitive white folks out there, they'll probably call him racist for calling him pale and pasty. Because if I would have called you a black darky, I'd be racist. Yeah, you would. You would, sir. But you can't take away from how people will take shit. So maybe pale and pasty, cum guzzling bitch might come up in conversation with some of these fucking companies out here who feel like Kevin Durant doesn't like us because we're white. Is my skin too pale and pasty? Does that make me a cum guzzling bitch, Kevin Durant? That's how they're gonna feel. That's really how it is. Dip said, you can always tell who runs things by who gets offended. That's why you're always going to be called anti-Semitic or someone who's against the LGBTQ community. Exactly. I don't think that, like I keep it real about everything. So if I don't like something, I'm going to say it. But also, I know where to say it. That's what people don't understand. That's why, like, you know, the people that scream about free speech, nobody's stopping you from saying anything. But if you're on a platform that is owned by somebody who has certain guidelines and rules, don't get mad if these motherfuckers decide to take you off their shit or ban you from their platform, because you don't have the right to the platform. You don't have a right to use that platform. That's how much people like idolize and are so stuck on social media. They think that they have the right to use it. And these are private these people that own these like people own them. It isn't a public platform. People own them. You can make your profile public, but people own the platform. So if they don't like some shit you say, prepare for repercussions. They got the president out of here. They don't give a fuck about nobody. Or the ex-president. There's no cancel culture. There's only consequences of what you chose to say. Look, there is a cancel culture. There is. But it died down because people started to understand that there are people that are susceptible to change. So, like, for instance, somebody who used to use certain verbiage back in the day who realized that it's harmful and that it's something not to use or not to joke about or something that not to use on a daily basis. When you have somebody like that, that's somebody who can learn. Why would you cancel them? Why would you want to ruin their life? Why would you want to stop them from being successful or making something happen with their life. That's something that you shouldn't want to do. That started happening early on with the whole cancel culture shit, but it died down because people understood that, okay, we need to actually get motherfuckers out of here who deserve it, like the fucking Weinsteins and shit of the world. People like that, people who are actually causing harm to other people for no reason. Get that. I'm totally fine with that. Cancel them motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck. But if somebody used to say some shit back in the day, like the fucking Kevin Hart shit, when people got mad at him because he used gay slurs back in his old fucking in his old stand-up specials, that doesn't mean he can't change his view on how he does shit. Like, even if, like, fuck the other examples, I can use myself as an example. I definitely used to use rampant gay slurs back in the day. From fucking middle school to fucking high school. Granted, it was a different time. Like, let's be fucking realistic about the shit. It was a different time, and motherfuckers was more comfortable with saying the shit, and other people were more comfortable with hearing it. I'm talking about the people who didn't give a fuck were comfortable about hearing it, and then the people who felt uncomfortable about it didn't really say anything because it wasn't socially acceptable to try to check somebody for saying a gay slur or some shit back then. But then you have to think back to shit and think about how you don't want to be this type of person to spread that type of shit. And like, I had somebody on my shit yesterday trying to compare black struggles and the LGBTQ struggles. First of all, that's not what I'm doing. I'll never compare the two. I'll never compare any of that shit. I'll never compare struggles. These are all separate struggles that people go through. Black people specifically, I'll never ever demean or make less of the things that black people went through. You have to give examples. There's nothing wrong with giving examples. So if I'm saying I don't want to use the word fag because I wouldn't want somebody to call me a nigger, that should make sense to people that have a brain. And if you immediately get triggered and be like, nah, you can't do that because you comparing the gay struggle with the black struggle. No, you have something that's wrong with you. You have something that you hate about yourself so much that you continue to dive in on comparing struggles and comparing tragedies. That's what you're doing. Like the example I gave yesterday when I said, when people try to bring up the Holocaust versus slavery, why are you doing that? Those two things were fucking horrible. Who the fuck compares tragedies? Like, that shit was a tragedy. The Holocaust was a tragedy. Slavery was a tragedy. Who compares that shit? Oh, how many of your people got burned? How many people your people got whipped and murdered and raped? How many of your kids got whipped and murdered and raped? How many of your kids went in the gas chamber? Do you know how fucked up that sounds? If anything, it should give people more incentive to want to fight together against any type of evils in this country. But, you know, division is the one thing that people like to get stuck on. There's a reason why the phrase divide and conquer exists. They go hand in hand. When you divide people, you can conquer people. There are separate groups out here who are getting conquered by just the fact that people are using division as a key to start whatever fucking engine that's their agenda. The engine is their agenda. Whatever they're pushing. I don't know if that makes sense to y'all or not. But I'm not in the business of comparing tragedies. I'm in the business of common sense. And I don't hate people. So I'm not finna do shit that displays hate. I don't hold that characteristic in my body. It's not in my personality. I don't hate shit. I spread a lot of love. That's what GMS is about. So if you keep that green mind state, you fuck with me, put a motherfucking GMS in the goddamn comments, man. Now, somebody mentioned that it got a little awkward on the 3Gs podcast. Who mentioned that earlier? Was that you, Dip? Who mentioned that shit earlier? I wanna see what happened. Dip said they always come for your money because it sort of evens the playing field. White supremacy is based on giving themselves the advantage and unfair to everyone else. They hate when we have the fuck you money. Exactly. I see exactly where you're coming from. Shout out to you, Spank Loke. Shout out to you, Teodoro. But saying nigga and nigger is way more acceptable or normalized than saying any of those gay slurs. That won't be any outrage or protest on this channel, no matter how much we say nigga. Also, regular TV. Motherfuckers can say nigga comfortably on regular TV. Like, for real. Has anybody, like, I remember when I had the interview with Jeff Brown, he mentioned Sons of Anarchy. Do you know how many times they said nigger or nigger in the show Sons of Anarchy? Or had some type of racial slur said on Sons of Anarchy in that time frame? I don't remember them using any rampant gay slurs during Sons of Anarchy. I may be wrong. I only went through that whole entire series twice. But it's acceptable to say it in shows, but you can't say other shit. Like, you can't say fuck on regular TV, but you can let a nigga fly. There's something wrong with that. But anyway, 3G's podcast, man. What the fuck happened, man? Let me see, because I'm subscribed to them. So let me go to my subscriptions and let me see what's happening, man. Let me see what the fuck y'all talking about. What the fuck happened? 3G's podcast right here. Shout out to the 3G's podcast, man. They gave some big ups during the show, during the interview with Jeff Brown. First of all, somebody let me know what happened and let me know where to start at, cause I can't play. I'm not gonna play this whole thing. This podcast is 3 hours. I'm not going through 3 hours of the 3G's podcast unless I'm just gonna sit and watch it on my lonesome. I'm not gonna stream it. I support them niggas. So what happened? Did Jeff Brown actually pop up on him or something? Oh, he did pop up on him. He popped up about 1 hour. Okay. What happened?
Chat room. Y'all be fucking with us, man. DC, the truth.
I think that's AP right there. Is that not AP right there? All right. That's another one.
Damn. This we on tonight.
Look at this guy right here. I didn't know you.
Well, listen, man. You worried about the wrong shit? Because I'm not worried about what you do. And I damn sure know that you, first of all, you proved my point anyway. Because I said this to this nigga when we had this discussion. Yeah. I said there's a lot of nasty ass niggas that a woman would never even go there with. And this nigga told us he don't fucking use TP. So I understand why you don't think it's disgusting. I understand why you would never let your bitch go there. That's on you. That's your business. Because you a nasty ass nigga. That's why. But you leave what I do out these motherfucking airways. We had our discussion. I said what I had to say. And it ain't none of your fucking business. All right?
I thought we were just having a vote for men who don't like their butt play with.
Oh, man.
He said Michi was acting more annoying than Corey Holcomb. Michi got in his feelings early on when AP said that he was more bossed up than him.
Man, niggas out here lying. Man.
Oh, man. All right. Now that
is this hey, y'all think this might be staged? You think he might took a page out of Corey and Zoe's book and was like, yo, let's turn up real quick. Let's get these people talking and get these people sharing this shit.
We got the thumbnail thing out the way. And by the way, not only that, man, besides the little corny ass joke you try to throw on me, we got
Go ahead, Mitch. Go ahead. We got what?
Man, we got one of the weakest thumbnails in the game.
Listen, man.
For anybody who don't know, that's AP and his fucking 1984 ass fucking computer doing our weak ass thumbnails.
Well, how about you text me the motherfucking thumbnails and I'll use the shit you come up with.
Okay.
How about that?
C. Brooks. C. Brooks says keep this shit out the YouTube streets. This is what we do, C. Brooks. This is 3 Gs. We bring our bullshit to the forefront. It's entertaining to y'all. That's what we've been told, so that's what we do. They like to hear us argue and talk our shit, so we do it on camera.
Hey, Meech, did you really say this? Shout out to JG. He said, Meech said he 99% all man. But every now and again, then that 1% come out. Is that something you said? Is he quoting you, bro?
No, I ain't never.
Now, I wasn't worried about out. I think all.
Hold on.
But this gentleman that we're talking about here, particular, is under a major record. An 80-20 deal.
He came with his own money. Larry Johnson.
These are black. These are black men that chose to wear a motherfucking dress.
Were you there?
Were you there? Were you there? They said, "Hey, put this dress on, nigga, and we gonna give you this much money."
Bro,
that's what I think happened.
Bro, is that true? Listen, let me say this. Tyler Perry started off writing his own plays and producing his own plays. He was motherfucking Medea in his own small ass little production plays. That shit started popping. He started selling VHSs and tapes of it. He started popping harder. Then he started putting this shit out on movies. Where the fuck did the white man come in at? Where did the white man come in at if he started fucking Medea when nobody knew who the fuck he was? Where's the white man that said put a dress on?
All right.
When Martin Lawrence said, let me make my mama, let me make a character of...
That's a good point.
You just, no.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
What, I don't even understand what that means.
That means the niggas that's killing everybody, if that's true, they going to fucking jail.
Oh, well.
So it's a lot of niggas capping on record.
Why they do it?
I don't agree with you though.
Why do young black males right?
I'm trying
I didn't say that, Goofy.
Let me finish what I was going to say.
Let me tell you what I said. I said, make it make sense that to tell you, hello?
Make it make sense. I'm about to make it make sense.
Let me finish.
Do you mind if I do it?
Let me tell you what I said. Make it make sense that for a young person, teenage years, who's looking at a job, giving them $150 to let's say $400 a week, versus going out making a bunch of money in one day. How can you convince them that working a job is the right thing to do? I never said, young nigga, go out there and sell drugs. Did I say that, Packy?
No, you didn't say it.
What did you
I
say?
asked the question. I said, make it make sense. Tell me, I'm the young guy. I'm at the fork in the road in my life right now.
I know niggas that got raspy voices when they get a little tense or get a little angry, they want to raise their voice. I know they wish they could just like clear their voice so bad and just kind of put some bass in it, but it just stay raspy and shit.
Sell drugs and make $1,000 tonight, or I can go to work and make $65 tonight. It's your job to convince me to go to work. Action.
Well,
Mr. Boss Man.
Well,
who got a boss?
Well, yeah, let me explain to you what a slave would tell a young man. A slave with his own shit, multiple houses, multiple streams of income.
Stay on point.
That I can quit. I'm talking. I'm telling my young nigga why he should listen to me. I'm telling this young man why he should listen to me. A nigga that had child support, a nigga that still never ever was broke and never had to ask nobody for no bread. Or never got no felonies, or never did no time in fucking prison. So I'm telling you, young dog, if you either stay at this job, and I'm gonna tell you.
How old are you, my man?
Can I finish talking to the young man?
How old are you, OG?
Can I finish talking to the young man?
I'm the young man.
How
old is you, OG? How old are you?
I'm 38. I'm 38.
Damn,
and I'll be retired by 45. How many niggas that mama or grandmama or great-grandmama could retire at 45? How many niggas at 38 got the shit that I got? So again, stop lying to these kids talking about you only gonna get 150. You gonna work for the white man, nigga. I know places where it's all fucking black managers, black motherfucking store managers, motherfuckers running the whole motherfucking show where you might not see a white face. So stop acting like you gotta go get shit talked to you by a white person. All you got to do is go get your bread, have a plan so you can stack your bread, do more with your money, and you can make your money work for you like any other motherfucker do in the world. But niggas still think that they can go get fast money that's going to get them locked up, and then once you get that motherfucking F, once you get that felony, you fucking yourself even more, and you keep digging and digging a deeper hole. Now you a bum-ass old nigga talking about what you used to fucking do and you ain't got shit. But a nigga who said, fuck that, I'm finna chill out because I see where this is headed. I'm finna stay focused, put my head down, get money like a slave, but turn that money into real boss shit, start having my own shit, my own businesses, my own motherfucking wealth. And then now, when I'm 40-something years old, you can just sit back and fucking chill. Listen, you tell it, no, what young nigga, I can't tell that too, that's gonna say, that sound good, OG.
The young niggas don't got OGs like us, my nigga, to even teach. They don't got daddies. They don't got the OGs that was up above them. Them niggas didn't teach them shit.
Cause they saying shit like this nigga's telling.
You feel what I'm saying? Like when we was doing shit in the streets, think about it, AP. We was young, dumb, and motherfucking naive too, my nigga.
And that's why we've grown
to be adults.
Was it stupid?
We did dumbass shit. Hell yeah.
We did dumbass shit.
Like real dumb shit.
Yeah, AP, you're a good slave. You're a slave that's in a nice hut. You go to work every day, correct?
5 days a week.
For a boss, right?
Yeah.
You're still a slave.
Oh,
you got a little money. You got a little money saved up, correct?
Yes.
You're a slave with money saved up.
Okay.
So your advice to give a young man who has an option to either make a lot of money or a little money is either, man, the only way you're going to win if you work for the next 20 years at Walmart and motherfucking work for them fucking man for 20 years, and then hopefully you can have a couple houses in the hood and you can feel good about yourself.
Did I only say work?
That's the start.
Did I only say work? Yeah, it is a start. It's a start so one day you can retire young.
That run the street.
Dude, cash or credit, nigga, however you want to handle it.
Y'all on some bullshit right
now. Because I'm trying to talk to this nigga, but he don't listen.
I said Jay-Z started a record label with drug money.
He didn't either, bro. He didn't either.
Ass lick.
He didn't either, bro.
He did.
You know what Jay-Z said they did?
Your business Wi-Fi is having issues.
It ain't nothing I could do about that. I mean, you act like that's a personal problem, nigga. Big bank take little bank, nigga, since you want to talk about internet. So
you don't want to do that shit.
I do. Cash or credit, nigga, however you want to handle it.
Y'all on some bullshit right
now. Because I'm trying to talk to this nigga, but he don't listen.
I respect your hustle. Listen, AP, I respect your hustle, but you don't know me, G. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I did, fam. So listen, big bank take little bank will embarrass you, family. Working man.
I don't think so.
You better talk to your boy, Packy. Hey, Packy, you better talk.
That's a fact, Robert.
Hey, you better talk to your boy, Packy.
Hold on, listen. I hope you do got bread.
Everybody got bread.
Hold on, listen.
It all got bread.
Listen, it don't matter. Let's talk
Come
about.
on now.
Bro,
Hey,
can I go ahead?
listen.
Go ahead, Meech.
Y'all tripping.
I can buy your house cash money, bro.
So can I. That's why I did it. When you gonna do it?
No, you got credit for $30,000. You told me your house is worth $80. I can come to your house right now with a bag with $80 on it, my nigga.
Guess what?
Do that
One of them is worth $80. One of them.
You never think that much money in your life, G.
Another one that I own right out is worth even more. Another one is worth more. But believe me, I don't lie about my shit. I put receipts out. But this is what I'm trying to tell you.
You a credit.
I'm trying to get to it. This nigga still trying to explain.
Oh man, this is a lot to take in at the moment, man. And I like I said, I'm not trying to play this whole shit, but I want to see what the fuck is gonna happen when Jeff comes in. Apparently, there was a little tension on the 3Gs that was brought to my attention while I was on live today. This wasn't part of the live agenda. This wasn't part of my notes. This wasn't part of the title, but we were informed that something happened, and we are watching it unfold right now. I think this is what they want, what they want people to do. I think we're watching the junior Corey Holcomb and Zoe situation. I feel like this is planned. Come on, y'all. Meech, AP, this is planned. This ain't real. This is planned.
Why he not broke?
The fuck up.
Bro,
If you ain't broke, why you explaining yourself? Let's talk.
Listen, bro, you got look. You standing there looking all gay and shit.
Where Uncle Jeff at, man? Where
with
Uncle
credit.
Jeff? We need Uncle Jeff right now.
Go ahead.
With credit, my nigga. You a slave.
got annoyed him.
Your house ain't even your house. My nigga, till it's paid for, it's not yours. It's
Even
the
if
banks.
even if it was paid for, you still have to pay taxes on your house. You didn't know that though, because
That's
you don't
not
know
my
shit
point.
about it. So
That's my point. That's
So
my point.
again,
Paying taxes on a property
Lacey,
and fucking owning a house straight up is two different things.
do you know that I own
Goofy.
houses straight up? Do you know that I own houses straight up? Because I do.
Hey, let me jump in real
I don't give a fuck.
Hey, let me be the mediator. Let me be the mediator. Let me counsel these motherfuckers. Let me be like, yo, this friendship is bigger than this.
Did you
I
know
don't give a
that?
fuck.
Did you know that, Meech?
No, I don't. I don't believe you.
I'll show you.
Show me.
I will.
That's what they said.
Show me.
Look, you see what they said in the chat? Y'all sound
I don't
like
give a
Florians
fuck.
out.
It's this nigga right here. We supposed to be
Y'all
talking.
tripping. We
Bro,
got some other shit.
This nigga trying to explain why he ain't broke because I said something that hurt his
Ain't
broke
none of
ass
us broke,
feelings.
nigga.
Bro,
Like,
I ain't
don't
never been
care.
broke.
Like,
I ain't never been broke, and I ain't never had a boss.
Oh
my God.
Bro,
tripping.
let me explain to you what a
I'm gonna
slave
eat
is.
Ask about me,
Welcome
my
to the
nigga.
3Gs
Go
podcast.
outside and ask
Meech.
any nigga about
high.
me.
They
Nigga,
gonna say who?
who are you?
entertaining.
Who are you?
They
What
gonna
happened?
say who?
You listen, my nigga. You a motherfucker.
Y'all
Who?
tripping.
Why you ain't making the UFC, G?
You want to know why? Because there wasn't no bread in it. And anybody that know about it, it really ain't no bread in it. If you ain't one of the top five
So-
names,
so-
and you,
so
if you
Conor
ain't one of the
McGregor-
top five names, you
So
not
Conor
getting
McGregor
bread.
ain't rich as fuck.
Excuse me?
So Conor McGregor ain't rich as fuck.
Didn't I just say top five names? Top five names.
Why you not the top five?
I didn't have that opportunity, Meech.
You didn't have the opportunity.
I've been eating
That's
edibles
funny.
all night.
Bro, listen, stop
Why
explaining.
you not top five?
Hey.
And why you ain't make it to?
I swear to God, I have not seen this. But for some reason, me and Pac was just like, hey, we got to. Niggas high. We was like, you know what? We just going to eat some shit.
At least to be a professional in the
Ain't
UFC.
nothing you can do.
Okay,
AP.
look, I stopped.
Why?
That's it.
Just you just
It
stopped.
wasn't enough money.
Okay. We
So-
got some more topics, and y'all
I'm
bullshit.
trying
Loser
to,
shit.
though. This nigga is so in his
Fucking
chest because I
loser
said some
Hey,
real
Meech,
shit.
Meech, we got topics.
Thank
Let's
you.
get to the
Can we
shit.
go
Come on,
to?
y'all.
Can we go on, please?
I got shit to do after the podcast.
You
man.
can explain to everybody why
Y'all
you're
hold
not
me
broke
up.
later.
Y'all hold me up.
Bro, I don't give a fuck what you or anybody think about me, my nigga.
So
I'm
then
just
why
letting
you
you
worried
know.
about it?
I'm just letting you know that you are a slave.
Okay, that's what I want to address because
Shit
you're
wrong as
lying
fuck.
to kids by telling them slave. Because everybody in
Oh, yeah.
this fucking world
Yeah, they
has
do.
someone to answer to. If you own your own business, let me tone it down. Let me tone it down. Hold on. Listen, G. Listen, G, so we can get focused.
Go ahead.
If you work your own business, you have to be a slave to your customer base. If you run any fucking business, that means you got to get, if you say you open from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., guess what?
And think that that's supposed to be the whole situation.
So
His brother do.
let me tell you what I want to say. Then you say what you want to say. We
No,
don't got
because
to argue.
we ain't got to argue. But you call me out my name, and then
When?
you make You say, you dumb as fuck. Rah, 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 rah.
Well,
Then
that was just an
time out.
observation.
Let me finish. Let me finish, G. Then you motherfucking make out these scenarios
This is crazy.
of a bad businessman, a bad business plan, and you don't address the good businessman and
I'm
the
about to roll
good
up again.
situation. Like my cousin who cut hair, or any
This is
woman
good
who
shit.
do weave, who that woman, who every woman want to get their weave done, like out here in L.A. Is this girl that do my girl hair. Word on the street is that she does Tiffany Haddish hair when she had hair. She charged $200 or $300 a head, and she get booked up all day long. She making money, and she tell motherfuckers whenever she want to cut and do their hair, whether she do it or not. She don't punch a clock, and she don't motherfucking go in at 9 to 5. You dig? So let's talk about that real fast. Is it possible, AP?
Hey, man.
Silence. Thank you.
Okay, you won. So let's move on, because I did want to make a point about what it takes to run businesses. And it's a lot of people that actually work for the man that make really, really good money.
Hey, real quick. Everybody, man, look, send your positive energy and your prayers towards DMX, man. Like, this situation is crazy. I was going to talk about that before we got into this, because I didn't know anything about this. But I just got to say it, man. I have to say it. Send your prayers, man. Send your positive energy. Send your strength to DMX. He's one of the motherfuckers that is just the biggest fighter that we know, especially the one of the legends out here. He's resilient as fuck. This nigga done been through hell several times and done came out of the motherfucker several times. So I'm just hoping that this is one of those other times, and they saying that you know what I'm saying, that he's I don't know if he's on life support or not, but they're saying that he's in a back, he's in critical condition. So send your love, man. Send your prayers, man. We need X to stay here for real.
And they can take care of their kids, their grandkids, their children's children can benefit because that man moved up and made a lot of money in the workforce. So there are people in the workforce or slavery, whatever.
I never
you
said it
call
wasn't. I said
Can I
said,
speak, my nigga?
But I said
Y'all gonna
it's
keep on
possible.
This nigga, dog.
I said that's possible. I said that.
Podcast.
G. All right, look. Let's move on. Derek Chauvin. Why should a nigga not work at any job if they're gonna live good because of
My
it?
question was,
They back
we were
at
talking
it.
about Akon, and I was just asking. You said he got enough money to buy him a country or something like that, and I was just
Correct.
asking, did
Correct.
he get that country money by working at Walmart? I didn't say anything about you. You don't have to tell me all your hustles you got going on.
But let me tell you what Akon did. He started making music, and for all we know, he used that job of being an entertainer, and he took that money and invested it so well that he started really making real money. Because any job you have, you should be taking that income and investing it well. So because he invested that money well, he was able to bubble. Because guess what? It's a lot of motherfuckers that can
Let's
do
get to
exactly
Jeff
what
Brown.
he did. And he talked about his African roots. But because
Let's get to Jeff. Let's see what happens with Jeff.
Damn, weed don't kick in. You talking crazy over here.
bro, this me and my brother all day, y'all. Y'all just saw it online. We
Shout
do
out
this
to
shit.
DC, the truth.
Man, you got me pulling my damn braids out over here, man.
Hey,
We're
man,
already
don't-
the show.
you ain't got but two left,
Well,
DC. Don't do that.
You ain't got many.
Next time, don't use Gorilla Glue, nigga.
Hey, but I will say this is definitely well more contained than the fucking Corey and fucking Zoe shit. And when he said like, "Yo, this is us," I mean, Meech didn't oppose that, so I kind of feel like this actually is them behind the scenes, and like people just now getting like a glimpse of like how their arguments go, like when it goes left or some shit, because it's not like Meech is getting up and getting ready to leave and shit, and fucking it's gonna be like, nigga, there's 2 more hours of the shit. Like I'm pretty sure like this is kind of who they are. But I want to see Jeff Brown. I want to see when he pops in. Let me see what the fuck this nigga got to say.
They don't even listen to Pac G though.
Good evening, sir.
This nigga got a.
Damn,
That's
Uncle
a
Jeff
peach.
saying,
You
Uncle Jeff,
goddamn right.
There's a
I'm
piece he
cussing you
smoked.
motherfuckers out.
What's
Everybody
up,
except Pat. Yes.
What's up, motherfucker?
Okay.
Yes.
You two, Meech and Pac. I mean Meech and AP.
Pack.
Pac.
Meech and
I'm
AP.
sorry, Pac. I'm sorry, Pac. Meech.
You good. Fire that
and
shit
A-
up. You
Meech
good.
and
Packy,
AP.
relax.
You both owe your audience and Pac a fucking apology. There are people who listen to you. You have a responsibility as elders, motherfuckers. Not right now, but 20 years from now, 50 years from now.
They getting talking to by their
Those
uncle.
children need this, not that. Do you understand?
Hey, straight up though, I'm gonna be dead ass because the way that people are set up, they're gonna look at this as something that's like out of, out of his jurisdiction or whatever the fuck case you want to look at it as, or however people want to look at it in a negative way. We like when you talk about needing OGs around to like do certain shit, this is exactly what the fuck people be talking about. This is needed. He's supposed to be checking them in this way because he understands that it's more important than the back and forth little, the little jabs.
Yes, sir.
All right then.
Yes, sir. We
And you
apologize.
too, big nose motherfucker. If you're in charge, we in fucking charge.
I'm not in charge. That's the problem.
Well, you look like you are. Maybe
We
it's
got
your
three-
nose is so close to the fucking camera. I don't know what it is. But let's go back a little bit, gentlemen. I want you to explore the possibility that both of you motherfuckers are right. Have you
That's what
ever
I said.
explored that possibility?
Uncle Jeff, that's what I said the whole time.
No, it
Did I
isn't.
not?
No, it
Yes,
isn't,
it is.
Meech.
Let me talk. I said that you can
Sure,
work
I'll
your
let
job.
you talk. It's not like I was talking or anything. Go ahead.
Go ahead. But I said that, Uncle Jeff. I said you can work your job and be successful, but you can also run the street and use that money and turn it to something legit and be successful that way.
Nah, that's the problem. He's like, no, they grown, G. But nah, when you grown, just like when we could sit up here and Corey could be like 50-something years old and we sit up here talking about the shit that Corey did wrong, and I'm sitting here at 29 and I can see the shit. Motherfucker, if they're doing something wrong and they're on their platform, this is not them behind the scenes. Jeff wouldn't give a fuck if they were doing this behind the scenes. They doing this on the platform. This is what he means by that. Being grown ain't got shit to do with it. These two gentlemen are on their platform, and if this is what they do, if this is their niche, if this is what keeps people coming through to their channel, that's cool. There's no problem with that. But if that's not their goal, if that's not their agenda, if that's not the premises of their show, then I guess Jeff popping in and doing what the fuck he's supposed to do as an OG of everyone doing this shit, then that's cool. That's cool with me.
Sure,
I said that.
sure. And I don't think that was the issue. I don't.
By the way, if you didn't like the video yet, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. I stream every day. Light the fuck up. Put a GMS in the comments if you fuck with me.
I don't think that was the issue that your man was having.
Okay, what's the issue?
That's because you
I
wild,
think the
Coyote.
issue is that we aren't paying attention as usual.
Your name is Coyote. You're wild as shit.
To the fact that you are arguing over which way is right to get out of the oppression that a motherfucker did to everybody in your equation.
I agree.
Everybody in your equation is under the same oppression. The difference between being able to get your dirty money, and this is what happens with us.
I never said dirty money.
No. Let's discuss dirty money for a minute. Every race of people, this is very ugly, but you're never taught this. Every race of people that came to this rock as immigrants, remember, bring me you're tired and you're hungry,
Bad
huddle
seed,
masses,
what's
that
happening?
bullshit. Every race of people who came here in the late 19th to earlier 20th centuries sold dope to the weak in their communities to build capital. The Irish did it, the Chinese did it, the Jews did it. The difference is there was not a trap set up for them to fall in by doing it. And the narcotics that was not given them was not this fucking poison that we were given called crack. That is the difference, is that your grift, your crime to do good is turned into a trap for you. And it is about getting out of that as soon as humanly possible. And with regard to how much money barbers make, one of my best friends, his name is Darren Lyons. He's the best barber in LA. I stake my pinky finger on it. That nigga cuts everybody's hair. All the celebrities that you see with the dope fades and shit, that's Darren Lyons. He's a fucking multi-millionaire, and he'll walk up and spit on you, and you don't even know it. Why? Because he's a barber that has invested in real estate. Being a barber is a license to print money, but you can only cut so fast and so many heads. Anytime that you put your income to the clock, you're at a disadvantage, because a clock only has 24 hours, and some of those you gotta sleep. This is why no job is set up for you to get rich. None. I don't care who you look at. You think Michael Jordan got money? Ask Phil Knight if he wants Michael Jordan's money.
This nigga.
The motherfucker who can somebody cashes their checks. So what we got to get out of is this concept that any of us, you look stupid talking about big bank, take little bank, because what you don't understand is that America's wealth, 99% of it belongs to white people, and the rest we gotta cut up. And Oprah, Master P, and any nigga you can name is over in that little bitty number. 1%. You look funny, you look cute talking about big bank take little bank. What we need to do, and it's not this energy that you gentlemen have. We need that energy, not pointed at each other, niggas.
I agree.
Boom. There you have it. Jeff Brown came in and saved the day. Yeah, not like, it wasn't going to ruin the friendship. They weren't going to, nothing drastic was going to happen to the 3Gs podcast. These niggas solid, man. I fuck with them. So it's not like motherfuckers was finna like end the podcast and motherfuckers was finna leave. It's just one of those little lessons that happen. And I don't know if they take it that way or not, because I'm not finna go through the rest of this. I want y'all to support them just like you support me or, the 5150 show or anybody else to go see whatever else happened or took place. But yeah, it's just it was a learning lesson that they had to go through with just them, and Jeff Brown stepped in and did his OG shit. And once again, you gotta respect his perspective, man. You gotta respect Jeff Brown's perspective. So that was pretty entertaining, man. Shout out to the 3Gs podcast, man. Those dudes are dope as fuck. I know y'all fuck with them too. So, what's today? Today is motherfucking goddamn. Today is Saturday, April 3rd. Look, man. This is the month of 420. Islamic, what's happening? What up, GMS? Jeff was on that Mad Uncle spitting game tip. Hell yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with back and forth. It's build character. Yeah, it does until it gets toxic. When it gets toxic, then there's no point of it. When there's a back and forth or a healthy argument or debate back and forth or whatever, it's cool. But once it starts getting toxic and niggas start trying to inflate they nuts, then it becomes a pissing contest. It's just really, it's weird. I don't partake in it. But these niggas is dope. So I fuck with the 3Gs. Now, before I get out of here, man, as always, I'm gonna need y'all to do me a favor. You see this right here? Y'all see this? If y'all say y'all support GMS, man, if you subscribed, if you hit the like, if you hit the bell, if you do any of that shit, I need you to do me one solid. One solid. First things first, I need y'all to understand that these just went up for pre-sale today. GMS motherfucking rolling trays. You see that? Take a gander. Take a look. GMS rolling trays. It says love, green mind state, which is what GMS stands for. positive energy and peace, and at the bottom it says family over obstacles. Please remember that. These are GD. You hear that? These are solid as fuck, man. These are dope as fuck. So I want y'all to be able to order those and get those if you partake in the devil's lettuce and you want to roll up on something, especially if you want to support GMS. These are going to be available for y'all. Also, what is available to y'all for free, you can go listen and download. That's your homework tonight. If you're watching this right now, your homework tonight is to go to bandcamp.com. You see the link in the chat? If you're watching this, go to the chat. Look at the link. My man JR right there, he got the wrench next to his name. Bandcamp.com. Go to bandcamp.com, and I want y'all to go listen to GMS episode 3. And if you haven't heard the other ones, GMS episode 2 and 1, you can go listen to them there as well. They're also free to download. So you can down any beat that you like on there. You can download that motherfucker for free. Listen to it all day. Listen while you smoke, while you clean the house, while you fucking drive around, fucking doing what you need to do on a daily. Or if you want to help support a brother further, you can purchase it at your own price. You see that right there? It says name your own price. You can name your own price, which means you can buy this motherfucker for $1, $2, $5, $10. It doesn't matter. So if you support a motherfucker, you can do that. You can also hit my motherfucking socials, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Follow me on those. I follow everybody back. Also, if you're feeling generous, hit a nigga Cash App right there. You see that? It's my name and 50 right there. I really fuck with y'all. I really thank y'all. And I'm going to fucking get out of here by shouting all you niggas out in the comments, man. I hope y'all rolling up, man. I hope y'all smoking right now. I hope somebody's smoking right now. I really do. Let me shout y'all niggas out in the comments, man. There was a lot of y'all. Shout out my moderator, JR. Shout out my other new moderator, JG. GMS Squad for sure. Shout out Ben Slim. Shout out Marcus Speaks. Shout out Easy Speezy as always. Shout out Tehadora NYC. I see she followed me today, man. I appreciate you, Queen. Shout out to Dip Levine. Shout out to Coyote Cage, the wild one. Bianca, what's happening? Spank Loke Pimpin'. Yo, that's my guy. Motherfucking, who else is in this motherfucking comment, man? Mr. Big Rich. Hitman X. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate all you motherfuckers that tapped into this motherfucker, man. We got Robert Nelson in this motherfucker. Anthony M, the Professor. Shout out to you, Anthony, man. Appreciate you as always. Who else is in this motherfucker, man? Bad Seed, ENT. I see you, man. You put the trees up there. You support GMS. I fuck with y'all for real. Islamic popped in on motherfuckers, man. My nigga, what's happening? Hey, man, I appreciate y'all so much, man. I really fuck with y'all. Get that GMS episode 3, man. Y'all have a good night.